Right, we have a heal now, so that might help us a little bit when the going gets tough.
We've done as you asked.
Good. May the bloody vultures feast on his corpse and shit him into the ocean.
I'm telling you, I love this guy.
Welcome to the Red Iron. Tell your uncle I'm making the arrangements now.
Well, thank you very much for your hospitality, lack of it. Uncle dear, we are free. He's making the arrangements for us.
Any luck?
Yes, they've agreed to help us.
I'll speak to Mirren and see when the bribes can be made. Wait here.
I guess we did it. We're here to stay, at least for a while.
Yes, let's not do that again. Not happy about killing people.
No more running for our lives unless we really have to.
If only Bethany were here with us.
Oh, yes.
And Wesley.
Oh, come on, folks. Let's not get the tissues out just yet.
Let's just see what happens. We have a long year ahead of us.
A long year indeed.
Thus began the champion's first year in Kirkwall. Word arrived from across the sea that the hero of Ferelden had defeated the Blight. But Lothering was destroyed. Kirkwall was the champion's home now. So he made his name, settling his debts with the mercenaries. It was a busy year in the city. That's when the Qunari landed. A great storm had caught their ship and left hundreds of warriors stranded in the city, waiting to return home. That's also when the trouble began with the mages. The Templars had become very powerful under Knight Commander Meredith. But, most importantly, that's when I first met the champion.
When I first met the champion. Did you? She gave him a bit of a dirty look, did she? What's her problem?
No. Andraste's tits, human. You know how many people want to hire onto this
Andraste's
expedition?
tits?
Look,
How?
we know
how
you're going
rude.
into the deep roads. You'll need to hire the best, and we're...
No. You're too late. Already done.
The money from this trip could fix everything. You need us. We fought Darkspawn.
Look, Precious. I don't care if you tore the horns off an ogre with your bare hands.
You make him understand. We're running from your bloody Templars.
Oh, is that right? 'Cause I'm a mage now, you start picking fun at me? It's not helping.
I know how you feel, but we'll earn no favors with your fist in his face.
Then we do nothing. As always.
My brother can be hot-headed, but we do have the skills to benefit your expedition.
You're looking for a quick way out of the slums, right? You and every other Ferelden in this dump. Find another meal ticket.
Well,
That went well.
back to waiting for someone to turn us in.
Oh, quit your whining.
It'll get harder if we're at each other's throats.
I know. It just seems like you either die in this city or you end up like the scum we're bargaining with. We need coin, status, something we can shove in that dwarf's face and keep people off our backs. And all I can think of is Uncle Gamlen.
Uncle Gamlen. Phew. I have no time for that man.
I wouldn't trust him with a silver, but dear uncle's at least as sleazy as Bertrand.
How's that for a compliment? What else can we do? We're losing ground, and I don't fancy waking up in the gallows.
Oops, it is. Oh, there. I like how he doesn't run after him. You know, someone just robbed your damn wallet. Or your coiny sack, or whatever the hell it is.
I
knew a guy once who could take every coin out of your pockets just by smiling at you. But you don't have the style to work Hightown, let alone the Merchants Guild.
Well, thank you.
Might want to find yourself a new line of work.
Oh!
Off you go.
Off you go. After he's recovered from your brutal punch to his face, of course.
Eric Tethras, at your service.
Mr. Tethras.
I apologize for Bartrand. He wouldn't know an opportunity if it hit him square in the jaw.
But you would?
I would. What my brother doesn't realize is that we need someone like you. He would never admit it either. He's too proud. I, however, am quite practical.
Yes. How very unfortunate for you to just turn up like that, eh? Let's see if he knows who we
What
are.
makes you so certain we can help? You know nothing about us.
Oh, on the contrary. You've made quite the name for yourself over the last year. Serving with the Red Iron is no mean feat. Yet you not only served, you impressed. The name Hawke is on many lips these days. Not bad for a Ferelden fresh off the boat.
Yeah. Well, what about my brother? No, ignore my brother, thank you. It's my words. My name is on people's lips. You in the expedition?
You're part of Bartrand's venture.
That's right. The deep roads wouldn't normally be my thing, but I can't allow the head of our family to go down there alone. So as you might imagine, I have more than a passing interest in this expedition's success.
A little smooth, eh? A little too smooth. Rock up with your bow and arrows, rescue our coin for us. I don't know.
You're going awfully far out of your way just to hire another guard.
We don't need another hireling. We need a partner. The truth is, Bartrand's been tearing his beard out trying to fund this on his own, but he can't do it. Invest in the expedition. 50 sovereigns and he can't refuse. Not with me there to vouch
50
for
what? 50 sovereigns? Think I've got that much coin lying around, do you?
It sounds interesting, but if I had any gold, I wouldn't need this job.
You need to think big. There's only a brief window after a blight when the deep roads won't be crawling with darkspawn. The treasure you find down there could set you and your family up for life.
Come on. The dwarf makes some sense. No offense. Look, you started this, and it's a good idea. Certainly better than ending up in the gallows.
We work together, you and I, and before you know it, you'll have all the capital you need. What do you say?
Work together. Work together in what? How are you going to help me?
What makes you so certain you'll be useful to me?
I know everyone in this city worth knowing. I can help you find the jobs you need, and if you don't need me for that, there's always Bianca.
Bianca?
You named your crossbow.
And why not? She's a beauty. Isn't that right, sweetheart?
Okay. It's not only a smooth-talking dwarf, he's a smooth-talking weirdo dwarf. Okay. Can I trust you?
What's to stop you from taking my investment and running?
You'll be traveling with the expedition, and I'll be at your side. If I cross you, you'll be the first one to know, and I'll be the last.
Okay. Okay, well, do we have much of a choice? We've had no other offers so far, have we?
You have a deal.
Perfect. Kirkwall's crawling with work. You set aside some coin from every job, and you'll have the money in no time.
Sure. Easy. But
Easy.
maybe Aveline's got some bounties out. She joined the city guard, right?
We should talk privately when you get the chance. In the Hanged Man, maybe. I'll be there when I'm not with you. Now, let's go see what trouble we can stir up. Hand
Trouble?
on your coin, Hawke. There are more cut purses in Hightown than in the rest of the city combined.
Righty-ho. So there we go. New companion, Varric Tethras. Smooth-talking weirdo dwarf, as he will now be known. Who names his bow Bianca. Is it a crossbow or whatever the hell it is? So yes, we have a few quests to do. First things first, though. I have a whole host of new equipment that's waiting for me in my house. So that is the first place I shall be venturing. Without further ado, in fact. There's a couple of bits and bats to do around town, but we shall come back to those once we have done the necessary business.
Ah, long time no see, my friend.
Worthy, when did you get back into town?
Oh, just a month or so ago. Things didn't work out in Orzammar. You still with the Red Iron? It was just a year you were with them, right?
Yes, it was. No, I'm funding an expedition now. I've moved up in the world.
I'm looking to become an explorer, of a sort.
I heard. Bartrand's hard to take, but his information is usually good.
Hard to take? That's putting it mildly.
I'll tell you what.
It's his brother.
I still have my old contacts. You need some rune crafting done, I can arrange it for you. Take care, Hawk. Don't get dead.
Don't get dead. That's my parting words of advice to you. How very marvellous. Right, rune making. This is, you can order runes, blah de blah. Yes, basically, we collect resources in the game. We buy recipes, or plans, or whatever you want to call them, to make certain runes, and then we can make them at a rune crafting table. So at the moment the only recipe we've got is Rune of Protection, and that requires 1 lyrium, so you know, if we have enough lyriums we can make as many runes as we need. So that's how the rune crafting works. What the hell is that horrible thing? Anyway, that's that. Just bear with me. I think there was a few codexes. It was Bartrand Tethras basically is an ex-dwarf. He's a current dwarf. He's still a dwarf. He hasn't changed. Hasn't changed races all of a sudden. He was basically history of the noble house Tethras, founded in Orzammar, but after a family scandal they were basically exiled to the surface, where Bartrand became an entrepreneur. And that's the short of his story. Carver, we don't care. The hero of Ferelden. Hero of Ferelden, which was Horston. The story isn't quite the same as it ended, but hey-ho, that doesn't matter. And Varric Tethras, brother to Bartrand, and basically he is known, he's famous throughout the Merchants Guild for his stories. Everyone, or most of Kirkwall knows him. Everyone has brought him a drink at least once for the sake of his fictions rather than his family connections. So he is this, you know, smooth talker, type of guy that everyone loves to sit round the table with and have a good old chinwag, chit chat. Stories will come flooding out. I have no coin. Do I have any coin? Yes, I did. I killed that guy. I got five gold. I remember. Yes, look, 5 gold pieces. Another little handy thing I noticed about this game was the fact that in your weapon and armor, first of all, your weapons and armor have a star rating, and that basically means how, or the quality of the weapon relative to your level. So as you can see, these are 1 star, which means these weapons are pretty poor for my current level. So that's a handy quick glance way to see how good the weapons are, which I think is really handy. Second of all, armor. Whereas before, each individual piece of helmet and gloves and boots and arm and, you know, chest pieces, you could issue them to all of your companions. Well, in this one, it doesn't work like that. All armor pieces, individual pieces, are for you only. Your companions have their own individual... What the hell are you doing to me? Oh, you've just totally ruined my flow. Have their own individual... Oh, it's because he's leveling up. Oh, for God's sake, man. Varric Tethras, you are a dwarf. Bursting arrow, yes, please. Thank you.